press conferences with press correspondent Morgan Camoli, the forensics team was able to obtain an autopsy report as well as a recent medical history for the victim.
And physical exam.
Santa was in generally good health. I mean, he's over 300 years old, so he was in as good as health as you can expect for someone at his age. He was, pudgy, a little overweight from all those cookies, but other than that, he didn't have any significant health problems. We ran 4 cookies that we found on the plate. We ran the milk in the cup. We ran several different bottles of water that were at the scene and a bottle of cleaner. We ran them through mass spec, and they all came back negative for drugs. But then when we got the autopsy report for Santa, it said that there was THC and conine in his system. So we decided to run the gum wrapper that we found near the trash can through the gas chromatography, and that came back positive for conine. So that led us to believe that whoever gave Santa the gum also poisoned him with the conine.
The gum wrapper found at the scene was run through gas chromatography with suspicions of THC and conine. After looking at the standards for THC and conine, it can be seen that the gum wrapper did have large amounts of conine present.
On Santa's left hand, there was a superficial wound that was in the shape of, I believe, an X. And so we connected that to the Phillip head screwdriver that was found at the scene, which had blood on it, which also matched to Santa's blood type.
The blood found on the screwdriver was tested and found to be B negative. The same was true for the blood sample B, which was found on the ground near the screwdriver.
We believe he was trying to fix the brakes on his sleigh, and just his hand slipped and he cut himself on his palm. But we don't believe there's anything malicious behind that. It was just an accident.
Multiple sets of fingerprints were taken and compared to the fingerprints of suspects who provided them. DNA was tested from the mug, cookies, screwdriver, vomit, and 2 water bottles through agarose gel electrophoresis. In this test, the DNA from Santa, Mrs. Claus, and an elf named Gingerbread were also run for comparison. This DNA gel confirmed that Santa's DNA was on the screwdriver and denied that the vomit belonged to Santa, Mrs. Claus, or Gingerbread. Hair and fiber analysis connected Mrs. Claus and Buddy to the scene of the crime. Suspects were asked for various forms of identification. Most complied with the requests. Some were only willing to provide one or even no forms of ID.
In terms of the gate records, there was no exit time for Tinsel, so he was on the premises at the time of it. But we do have a confirmed alibi that Tinsel Crackers and Miles Finch, along with a few other elves, were in the toy section of the workshop during the incident.
Gate records report that Tinsel Crackers entered the North Pole at 8:30 p.m. and did not exit until after the North Pole was evacuated due to the murder. Miles Finch lives within the North Pole and therefore had no presence on the gate records. Both employees had confirmed alibis in which they were with 5 elves in the toddler toy section during the incident. Miles Finch later checked the naughty and nice list, which was determined unimportant to the investigation because it took place past the time of the incident.
For Gingerbread, we also used the gates to confirm the alibi. It said that the gate records show that he left at 10:30 p.m. the night of the incident. It was to go buy candy canes, and we have a receipt to confirm that he went out to buy them. And then he returned at 3 a.m. After the incident occurred. We know that Buddy the Elf was not guilty because we have the gate records from that night, and it said that he left the gate and exited the workshop at 11:45 p.m. and we have it confirmed that he didn't come back in. We have a confirmed alibi for Candy Claus. They have elves saying that they saw her going to bed, and we have that confirmed.
Mrs. Claus was seen going to bed at 9 p.m. She had already visited her husband and delivered him cookies at 8 p.m. Press conferences revealed that it would have been impossible for Mrs. Claus to return to Santa's workshop across the North Pole without being seen that night.
We know that Fred did not do it because we have records that show that he checked in to the Snowflake Manor at 8 p.m. on December 4th, and he had an extended stay till December 10th. After he checked in on the 4th, he never left he did not leave until the next day at 9:10 a.m., and we haven't confirmed that he didn't leave the hotel.
We believe that Jovi left the gum in Santa's workshop for several reasons. We believe she got the gum because Mrs. Claus has credit card records of her purchasing gum and giving it to Buddy and one other elf. And Jovi lives with Buddy, so we believe that she took the gum from Buddy.
Credit card records show Candy Claus purchasing 2 packs of gum on December 2nd, 3 days before Santa's murder. When questioned about the gum, Candy said, "Gingerbread and Buddy love gum, tinsel crackers, Miles, and Jovi love candy canes. I gave them these items on the 4th. With Buddy taking the gum home on the 4th, this gave Jovi the opportunity to take the gum into the North Pole when she entered at 11:50 p.m. on the night of the murder."
We believe that Jovi had reason to murder Santa Claus because she was jealous of all the time that Buddy was spending with Santa, and this is seen in text messages that we obtained between the two. According to the gate records, Jovi re-entered the North Pole at 11:50 p.m. The text messages were sent at 11:30.
Jovi is Buddy's girlfriend, which you know, and she is new to this, and I can tell you, Buddy spends a lot of time with Santa.
Hi, hon. I brought you a quick snack before I went to bed.
Oh, thank you.
Good luck with everything.
Thanks a lot. Gotta fix a sleigh. Son of a nutcracker!
Merry Christmas, Santa.
Hey, Jovi.
I got you this. This is an early Christmas present for you.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Good luck with everything tonight.
Tell Buddy I said to be up bright and early tomorrow. Got a lot of work to do.
I will be sure to do that.
I'm good for one of these cookies. Oh, Mrs. Claus is gonna smell this. Good thing Joey brought me this gum.
Santa! I have to call the cops!
Hi everyone, we're here today with Buddy the Elf, one of Santa's workers who found Santa Claus after the worst murder in the history of Christmas. And we are here today to get Buddy's thoughts and his emotions about this terrible, terrible thing that has happened. Buddy, how are you?
I've been a lot better.
Yeah.
It's really hit everybody hard.
I'm sure. How has Santa's death affected the workshop?
Well, it's really hit us hard. It's one of the worst times. We only have 19 more days till Christmas, and we still have a lot of work to do. The sled still isn't fixed, and we have very low Christmas spirit at this point, so it's gonna be rough. But I think we can all pull through for Santa. We have to.
I'm sure. How has Santa's death affected you personally?
It was really hard. Santa was my best friend. I grew up. He was like my idol, my hero. I looked up to him a lot, and it's really hard.
And you were the one who found Santa, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
How was that?
Literally made me sick to my stomach. It hurt. It was hard.
I see. And now word has come out recently that your girlfriend Jovi has been the one taken into custody.
Yes.
Over this whole thing. How are you handling that?
It's really rough. I would never have expected her to do it. All of us, we all love Santa. Nobody had anything against Santa. I guess for her it might have just been that she didn't fit in, and all of us here have been here for years, and she's kind of a newcomer almost, and I think maybe she just really felt left out, but I never thought it would come to this.